there's the 4 ways that you can come into this company, but if you look at it from a business standpoint, you're only paying $31 a box right up front for the 16-box purchase. Then if you look at the 6 ways to earn, I mean, there are 7 ways to earn. I left out retail because that's an obvious one. You can retail products. You could take that $31 that you spent on each box and turn around and sell it for $59.95 or $60, almost double your profit. But then you've got 4 ways that we earn weekly and 2 ways monthly. Now, the reason I have this in red is the $499.95, just remember something about this legacy bonus advantage. I'm going to show you that this is 50% of your upfront money right there. And so when people don't start at this level and they end up bringing in other people at this particular cost, $499, they're going to miss out on half their upfront income. Okay, so be aware of that as I'm going through this. The Fast Start, the Legacy, the Dual Team, Legacy is an infinity bonus. Fast Start is an upfront bonus. Legacy is an upfront bonus. Both Dual Team is where you're going to be building 2 teams. You have 2 sides. And then Match Check is what you're going to get off those people in the Dual Team that you help to achieve checks. You're going to get a match bonus off those people. And then the 2 ways we earn monthly is you're going to get a 1% monthly global bonus, and that's when you enroll 3 people at the $499.95. So remember something. If you don't do that $499.95, how many people are you going to enroll at $499.95 to achieve the 1%, part of the 1% monthly global bonus? Not that many. In the Legacy, you can't even participate in the Legacy bonus until that purchase is made in your back office right there. Okay? The Match Check, the reason that's important for starting here, and I'm going to show you this, is because you're not earning on as many levels if you start in the lesser packs. Like I said, anybody can start at whatever level they feel they desire to start at. You know, if you want to dip your toes, I suggest doing the $129.95. Get on the products, get your results, and upgrade as fast as you can to $499. But honestly, you know, look, I already know the products work. I flat out get my folks to skip that and go right to $499 and get serious about this as a business. So then you've got the Diamond bonus, which is the car bonus. I should have put car bonus on there, but it starts at Diamond, and that begins at $400, and it goes all the way up to thousands per month. I think 3,000 at the Crown Diamond level. I'm a triple now, so I'm getting a $1,000 car bonus every month. And let me tell you something, that's a really nice check to get between the first and these 2 checks right here, this 1% monthly global bonus, which I'm going to show you. So you got plenty of money to keep this business rolling with those 2 monthly payouts when you make Diamond. But prior to that, just with the monthly global bonus, you make, you know, plenty of money to keep your business rolling. So yes, the $499 pack is definitely the one to start your business. It's worth it. I mean, I feel, based on my personal experiences, the people I've worked with, the clients I've had, I've got all the expensive equipment. I do, you know, non-invasive therapies and stuff. I don't do it anymore because I do network marketing. But obesity is truly the #1 cause of death. In Houston, we are rated the fattest city in the country. We're also rated the city that has the most people working out per capita. So I imagine a bunch of overweight folks walking on a treadmill not getting the kind of results they want. And you guys know that most of the folks that come into the gym on January 1st with their New Year's resolution are gone in 3 to 6 weeks. So the gym is cleared out around April, March and April again. The cost and the amount and type of food one eats, I mean, that drops. The numbers of dollars in healthcare costs, just in those 2 alone, would it be worth it? Of course it would be. The savings in real dollars, but also, most important, when you're dropping 30 to 60 pounds of weight off your body, you're giving yourself extra years of life to be with your grandchildren and your children. And that's probably the most important benefit. But what are some big reasons why we would start off with that $499 Business Builder Pack? Besides the the legacy bonus that you get up front with each enrollment, which you wouldn't have if you had it, besides the match check where you're getting paid 4 levels instead of 2 or less, and besides the bonus advantage, which is people are going to do what you do. So if you need $4.99s and 3 of them every month to share in that bonus, then you're going to want to start off. That's huge. This is huge money right here for people to be leaving on the table, coming in with 1 box order. It's very difficult, in my opinion, to build a group off 1 box. But here are some major reasons. Number one, you're going to need samples. You're starting a new business, you got to have samples. Every box that you get has 24 samples in it. It's either for personal use, or it's for sampling, or it's for retailing. Or it's for sitting on your shelf, however you want to do it. But most people will hand out some 10 to 20 samples a month, if not 10 to 20 a week. The second reason is personal results. There's something called a 12, my cursor's sensitive. The 12 and 24 challenge, where you're going to lose 12 pounds and or inches total in 24 days. It's not a guarantee. I'm just saying that's the challenge that's out there with our products. However, you need to be taking or drinking on a daily basis at least 1 coffee, 1 trim, and 1 immune or energy. Now, my personal opinion is there's 3 or 4 different ways you can take these products, but the key to that whole personal results is you need to be on all the products. The reason you need to be on the products is actually kind of relates to number 4 in this slide. But number 3, you need boxes to retail, as it's just 31 a box as a business builder pack versus 43, 33, and 59 per box. And then the last thing, you need to be retail. If you just retail 10 of those boxes, you've already made your $4.99 back. Just finding 10 customers to purchase for $60 a piece, which is real easy. I mean, if you look at what people are willing to spend on Jenny Craig and all these other ridiculous weight loss programs that cost thousands of dollars every month, let me tell you something. Not only is $4.99 extremely inexpensive, not just to start a business, but that's an inexpensive weight loss program. And if you turn around and retail just 10 boxes, you already got $600 back. You've more than paid for your pack. So you're at the free level. Now, if you look at the legacy bonus and the fast start bonus, the fast start bonus is the first one I mentioned, and the legacy is the second one. What happens with the legacy bonus and the fast start is this: if someone were to come, if you were a $499 person, okay, you're qualified with a business builder pack. I'm going to explain it this way because this is the way to maximize profit. Your first 3 enrollments, you'd make $100 off. Their legacy bonus, since you would be legacy qualified, would go upline to the next upline qualified position that also purchased a $4.99 pack through their spot. Doesn't necessarily mean that they're a Ruby. They need to have had a $4.99 purchase through their position. So look at the difference here. From your 4th person or your 4th enrollment on with the legacy, how much are you increasing your income? Double. That's $200. If you're not legacy qualified and you're enrolling $4.99 people, you're handing somebody else above you money. And you know what? I'm just an honest upline. I'm going to tell you right now, I don't want your $100 legacy bonus. You deserve it, okay? So you need to keep it from the 4th on, and you need to be building that income for you. So from your 4th on, and notice the arrow goes from 6 all the way to infinity, you're going to be making $100 off extra, or $200 just off Fast Start and Legacy. That's paid weekly, delayed by 1 week, and then paying weekly from that point on. That's pretty powerful. So let's look at, I just talked real briefly about the Fast Start and then the Legacy bonus. That's how it works. So here we are bringing in a person at $499 again. What does $499 do for you when you enroll that person? Not only do you get a $100 Fast Start, you get a $100 Legacy, so you made $200. But that $4.99 pack that you enroll, doesn't matter which leg it falls under, I'm over here on the left side, folks, that will create 100 BV, or business volume, that is attached to the dollar volume out of that pack. And that will go into the dual team, which is this. Dual team meaning this is you. You got a left and a right leg. And when that 100 BV and this 200 BV match equals $20. So in the dual team, remember, you're always going to have it's called a 1/3, 2/3 dual team pay, really. So it doesn't matter which side all the volume lands under. You could have had, you or somebody else could have enrolled a $499 pack, and you would have been 200 BV over on this side. And then you could have enrolled somebody over here, and that would give you what? It would give you one cycle at $20. Doesn't matter how it occurs, whichever one, it can flip-flop. You could have this side be the weak leg or this side be the lesser leg. I don't like the word weak, but lesser is probably okay. They have other names for it, but it's much simpler to keep it lesser and larger. But here's an example. How much money you can make in this compensation plan. Right now, for example, I don't know what my dual team check is, but it's well over this right now every week. So when you look at the compensation plan just on the dual team pay alone, if you were to go out and find 4 good people and had 2 of them on your left and 2 on your right, or 3 on your right and 1 on your left, and you work for those folks, and every single week this kind of volume came through your left and right dual team pay legs, and this being the 1/3 and the 2/3, remember, you're always paid off your lesser leg. So you take that 10,000 business volume, and this is how you look at it in your back office too, divided by 100, which is what? 100 BV, that's the lesser leg, divided by 100 equals what? Equals 100. It happens to equal 100, so it's even. I did that for the sample here. 100 cycles. So 100 cycles times what? 20. So 100 cycles times 20 each is $2,000 paid weekly. Now, I can't see any hands out there, but how many people would like to make $2,000 a week off just the dual team, with you only having started off with 4 to 6 to 8 to 10, maybe 10 enrollments, and teaching them to duplicate that process, and eventually you are earning this kind of money. Now, I wanted to show you kind of an example. This is just, there you go. I see Merritt says me. It's really nice. Let me tell you, when you get to this $2,000 a week, you are living the life, because you're making $104,000 a year, and that's just off one of the 6 ways you're getting paid. And that is really called lifestyle. Now, if you look at this diagram here that I have, let's say this is me, and this is somebody I enrolled named Tony. So it's really at the point of getting your first 4, and I'll show you why you need 4 here in a second. I talk about 4, but the reason you need to get 4 is because that's all you need to reach the top of the plan in this company. And it's pretty powerful when you think about it. I mean, you could be just helping other people to achieve and only have enrolled 4 and make Crown Ambassador in this company. That's unheard of. This is a great compensation plan. But from this point on, I mean, really, when you enroll your 4, hey, look, if you got to enroll a 5th or a 6th or an 8th or a 10th, I mean, many times we do have to go out and enroll 20 people to find our 4 heroes. But that's just 2 of the strategies on this dual team. It's all about volume. Once you get these people enrolled on both legs and you've got active distributors on both legs, it's really about volume. Okay, so we've got 2 people that are bouncing in and out of this webinar. They must be having phone problems. It's pretty funny. I've seen them go off and on like 3 or 4 times each. And anyway, here's the match check. So we talked about the fast start and the legacy right there, boom. Then we talked about how you have to have 2 sides built to take advantage of the dual team. and you got a lesser leg and a larger leg, and then a little bit of a strategy on the right-hand side you can consider. The match check, let's just look at this. Look in the upper right-hand side. You've got, starting out as a silver is one box, as I probably should put the titles up front so you could see how the costs relate to the title, the rank. And then gold is one level, if you look up here in red, and then platinum is 15% and 10%, two levels. So what about level 3 and 4? Well, you're not getting, if you have one person like a Tony take off and he moves all these people down this left leg, you're not getting paid 20% as a silver on your first level. This is level 1. So level 1 would be Tony. Level 2 would be Sue. Level 3 would be Bob. And level 4 would be Tim as a silver. Well, if a guy takes off and all these people build checks in the dual team, that means they all get two sides going, and they're all getting checks, and you're still a silver, you're not getting paid a match check off your second, third, and fourth level. Same thing with gold. Same thing with platinum, your last two levels. So are we going to leave money on the table, or are we going to get serious about this business? So go down here to Ruby, bottom right. If you look at this, it's $499. You're making 20%, 10, 5, and 3. Right out the gate, for starting with a $499 pack, if you enroll one person and that person goes to the moon and builds a giant organization, then you're going to get paid. As long as you get that one active on the other leg, you're going to get paid that match check. So look at me here. This is Rick. Came in for $499. I'm going to get paid 20, 10, 5, and 3 right out the gate. Right out the gate. 4 levels. That means if Tony begins to do this money, remember we had this example on the previous slide, $10,000 on his left and $20,000 on his right. Guess what? What's 20% of this $2,000 right here? 20% is $400. That means every single week that this occurs, or month, if it occurred once a month, just for me having enrolled Tony and keeping one active IR on my right leg, I would get paid a matching check of 20%, 10, 5, and 3 as a Ruby, as long as I stayed on ownership, and then I would pick up a $400 a week check. That's $1,600 a month for having enrolled one person. Now imagine if Tony does like, 1.5 million and 1.5 million here. You do the math. 1.5 million divided by 100 times 20, or equals times 20. That's massive amount of matching check income. So just be aware that when you're starting for silver, gold, or platinum, you are earning less. But, hey, that's okay. If you don't have the money, and you think you don't have the money, and this isn't serious enough for you, I mean, I think most people, if we were getting having heart surgery tomorrow, I think most of us would come up with a $499 if we truly believed in it and truly believed in it as a business, a serious business opportunity. It's serious business when you have almost 70 people earning $100,000 or more a year in income in just 15 months. So let's look at this. 1% global bonus. We just talked about the 4 ways you get paid weekly. And let's use this as an example. Remember down here in red, I said example. If each share of the global 1% global bonus is $100, okay? Remember, I talked about this in the beginning. People are going to do what you do. At the beginning of the following month, let's say we're in July, and I enroll 3 people, okay? I'm going to earn a $100 share. That's only based on the example that each share is worth $100. It varies between like $40 and $300 a share, or has in the past. So it just depends on what the company does and how much goes back into the pool in order to pay, and how many people are actually in the pool as to what gets paid out. But just think about this. If you did enroll 3, you get 1 share. You enroll another 3, you get a share. You enroll another 3, you get a share. If you enroll 9 people in a month, you get about $300 shares. Now, I mean, it could be more or less. Most of the time, it's probably more. But if you look at that $300, you get paid on the 1st or the 5th of the following month. So there's a nice chunk of change that you're going to get to afford your following month's what? Ownership. Okay? So I talked about the 1% global bonus, and now we've got the car bonus. I put that right here. I'll just show you a diagram of what it looks like to be a diamond. This is really kind of your second step behind emerald, and I'll show you emerald in a second. But the car bonus starts at diamond, okay? It goes to $400 a month and higher. But here is where you're earning between $1,500 and $2,000 per week in residual income. And sometimes it might be a little bit less. Sometimes when you first turn diamond, it could be a little bit less. So, and that's okay. You know, you'll grow your group and it'll begin to grow and grow. Now, to be a diamond, you have to have 15,000 business volume on at least 15,000 or higher on one of your legs, which is what I demonstrate here, and 15,000 business volume on your other leg. So you're going to have a total of 30,000 business volume going through your organization, and you're going to have at least 3 emeralds that are doing 5,000 business volume on their lesser legs. So they're going to be structured emeralds, okay? So that just kind of gives you an idea where you're going to be. And remember something, don't be overwhelmed by these numbers, because they're not overwhelming when it's you and 20 and 30 and 40 other people that begin to build this. It can start out slow, but it can pick up and really take off like an avalanche. And it has, just like Valentus growth has. Now, I didn't show all of the ranks in this, but your first goal is emerald. So we'll have a very solid growth, and people will be getting paid off the volume that's coming in to both legs of their organization. So what I did was I showed basically the 4 main positions. And in between, obviously, at the beginning is silver, gold, platinum, ruby, emerald, which is the E, diamond, and then you have double diamond, which is a diamond with 2 emeralds. Then you have triple diamond, which is 2 diamonds and an emerald. And then you have, I think it's blue diamond, which is 3 diamonds and an emerald. And then you have royal diamond. And what does royal diamond have? 4 diamonds. How did I tell people to start off from the beginning to build their groups? 4 rubies, 4 people, duplicate 4. What does it take to go to crown over here on the right? 4 diamonds. What does it take to be a royal diamond? 4 diamonds, right? The difference is there's 500,000 on the left and right of the royal diamond, and you have to get to 1.5 million on the right and left to be a crown. But you still only need 4 diamonds. It's all about volume. Now, if you look at, if you look at the diamond spot, how many emeralds do you need to be diamond? 3 emeralds. I still stuck a 4th one and a 4th ruby in there. How many rubies do you need to be emerald? You really only need 3. You need 3 rubies. I stuck a 4th one in there. Because we're starting off with 4. Why are we starting off with 4 leaders? Because we want to go where? Crown. We want to go to Crown Ambassador. Why not? We want to go to Royal Diamond. Why not? Let's go for it. Let's go all the way. Let's duplicate the 4, right? So let's start off right at the beginning and develop our leaders and continue to work with them and make a several-year commitment to this business. This is not some 90-day fly-by-night business. This is serious money. Now, how are you going to make $3,000 plus your first month if you really wanted to? You know what? You go out and you find yourself 15 people, enroll them for $4.99 each, and you can make yourself $3,000 plus a month. This is the fast start on your first 3. Remember up here on the left, your first 3 $4.99, that's $300. You can make a possible 60 off the dual, depending on where that 100 business volume that came from in the dual team from the $4.99, where it landed, depending on what leg, how much volume. So I say possible. Then you go from your 4th on. Look at all your fast starts here. Ends up to be $1,200. Look at all your legacies. If you were not $4.99 qualified, would you be able to earn this money in this column? Absolutely not. You'd be missing $1,200 right here to really go for this and take this as a serious business. The dual team, all the way down, got up to $240 possible for every $4.99 pack that you enroll. With the 1% global shares, global pool, you're paid monthly. Remember, I said one share equals $100. We're just using that as an example. With 15 enrollments, personals, $4.99. You'd have 5 shares, that'd be $500. 5 times 100 equals $500. So you're looking at $300 plus $1,200 plus $1,200 plus $500 or a possible $500. You don't know what that share is going to be worth, each share, plus a possible $60 plus a possible $240. Do the numbers. I mean, 15 people to make $3,000 plus per month. I mean, your first month, and that's really. There's people in this company that have done it. I've got a woman in our group, and also another gentleman who easily did 15 to 20,000 business volume the first month. Started like the end of March, and in April they did like 36,000 business volume. Them and their teams working, really hard to do it, but holy cow, they had some big checks. So why do we want to start at $4.99 again? Let me tell you about the auto ship, the $4.99 advantage versus coming in for the lesser packs. First of all, you are not able to participate into this until you upgrade to that $4.99 and do your $129 a month. But here's what the company's willing to do. You got 2 options. If you come in for that $4.99 Business Builder pack, because your $4.99 is your first month order, okay? When I put a 1 right here, that means this is the first auto ship, all right? AS auto ship. We call it a loyalty purchase. The company, Dave Jordan, the CEO, has decided that if you stay committed to Valentus on auto ship for 6 months in a row at a 3-box or starter pack order, he's going to make you an emerald, whether you are volume or enrollment qualified. You will now pick up 5 levels of match check. Remember, match check means you're getting paid in one leg. 5 levels of match check. And if you look at this level here gained by 5%, level 2. Level 3 gained by 5%. And level 4 gained by 2%. And level 5 is an additional 3%. So your match check grows just for staying loyal for 6 months. I mean, I tell people to commit for 3 years. But the company, because you are making a loyalty purchase and you're staying in the game and you're building this business, even if you bring in 1 person every 2 months, the company is going to reward you for your loyalty by making you an emerald in your 7th month. Now, if you want to do this really fast, you come in at that $4.99, you do 199 3 months in a row, and they're going to make an emerald in your 4th month. And in that 4th month, you can drop your $199 down to $129, because all we ever need to do monthly to go all the way to the top of the plan is 129 or 3 boxes. So you want to make some money fast, I'm kind of showing you the way to do it. It's this number right here, and it's this number right here, or maybe it's this number right here. Either way, the goal is to get to emerald as fast as you can. And if you're not enrollment or volume qualified, that's okay. If you got 1 leg going and you got people enrolling that leg, then you're going to make some money. So now here's the neat thing about this is that this $129 per month is actually worth the recurring orders, that $129, this 100 business volume down at the lower right, this 3-box order is all you need to do monthly to the top of the plan. But when someone comes in for that $4.99, remember they pay out that legacy, that dual team, that match, and they also pay out that global bonus, off all that. When they do that, your recurring auto ship is also worth 100 business volume. Now that is cool because you're spending $140 a month, but there's 100 business volume going into your group or into the group your upline will get paid, or if someone's coming in for that order down below, then that volume is coming in all the way to the bottom and paying everybody all the way up. So you've got two options to stay on the auto ship. Now, if you break that auto ship, let me tell you how it works with auto ship versus volume and rank. You can do a 50 business volume order after you come in, but let me just tell you something. You're going to lose your rank. If you came in for Ruby or higher, for Ruby, which is a $4.99 pack, and you made Emerald, and then you skip a month, or, you do just a 50 business volume order, which is one box, you're going to lose rank that next month when you reorder. So do not skip a month. The company is rewarding you to be loyal by giving you extra money in the match check. So the 50 BV right up front, so you understand, only guarantees volume hold right here on the right. Okay, and then the 100 BV, the 3-box order, which I just talked about, the starter pack, guarantees volume hold and rank hold. And that is all you will ever have to do. Let me tell you something, folks. I can burn through 3 boxes myself on consumption every month. With samples, with my family, we burn up 5 or 6 boxes easy a month. I mean, sometimes I'll put 2 packets of something in a drink, a 20-ounce drink. And the samples that go out, and in fact, I just gave 4 samples today to somebody at a smoothie store. And she's talking to me about opportunity. I never even brought it up. So you're going to go through this product really fast. So, and the funny thing is, if you look through the genealogy or my group, the people that are building the business are ordering easily 150 BV or 6 boxes a month because they're using them for samples. They're sending out, 20 samples a week, and those are people who are going to be big in this company. If you skip a month, okay, your reduced rank will show the next month when you reorder. So your volume is going to flush at the end of the month because you didn't order. And then it's not going to start holding again until you make that order during the next month sometime, and it won't start holding until you make that order. So if you order at the end of the next month, that volume in the first 3 weeks isn't going to hold. It'll start holding when you put that reorder in, because remember something, volume is paid out on weekly, okay? It's paid weekly in the dual team, not monthly. And then if you skip a month, your volume will flush. New volume does not begin to hold until a week your order is made in the following month. Make sure your team sets up auto ships. This is really important when you're coming into this business and you're bringing in people. Make sure they set up their auto ship before the 15th of the month. And the reason is so that you don't have any last-minute issues on the 25th or the 30th. You don't have any credit cards that didn't go through at midnight on the end of the month. That's just crazy to plan your life and your business that way. People who plan like that, they don't succeed in this business. That is just not the way to do the business. This is serious business. Take it serious, and get your orders in before the 15th. And one of the main reasons is that when your actual auto ship goes through on your own back office, it will then update the current rank on the left, and it will show you your current rank. So if everybody does that, instead of everybody having only 5 days to figure out how much volume and how many more enrollments they need before the end of the month, now they have from the 15th to the end of the month, and they have 2 weeks to figure it out. And see, it's all about achievement and helping your people achieve. 15 days is definitely better than 5 to help people achieve in your group. So last 2 slides. Here's your goals up front. Get your 4 leaders. Duplicate at least 4 who get 4. Build out to Emerald first and then Diamond. And attempt to enroll 3 to 9 at $4.99 a month to make great upfront part-time income. And just remember something. You're not eligible for Legacy Bonus until you make that $4.99 Business Builder Pack order through your back office. Now, the question you are going to be asking yourself is, can I be successful in the Valentus business? Well, the questions are, can you find 4 people who enjoy drinking coffee? Yeah, that's pretty much 8 out of 10 people. who wish to lose weight in inches without diet and exercise, that would be probably 9 or 10 out of 10 people. Wish to have a little bit more energy and mental clarity, that would probably be a whole lot of us. And wish to feel better, that would be a lot of us. And who wish to earn great pay and to build a longer-term residual income, such as maybe $1,500 to $2,000 a week or $104,000 a year, when we already have 70 people like that in 15 months? And the answer is, yeah, you can. You can do this business. And there's so many reasons why, and there's so many reasons why you can afford this business. In fact, you can't afford this. You cannot not afford this business. You've got to be involved in a business these days in order to provide security, financial to your family and even yourself, and to help with your health issues, because everybody's got them these days. Simply by drinking these products daily and sharing this wonderful opportunity with people, and you have available to you in your back office for just the $20 one-time lifetime enrollment fee. You've got 7 marketing sites in the back office. You've got all the tracking, scenarios that you need to track volume sales. Once somebody teaches it, it's pretty simple to follow, and it's actually pretty cool. There's no overhead. There's no employees. There's no buying a bunch of inventory. And then you've got this thing called the Power Line system, which actually tonight at midnight is when anybody who is a pre-enroll that ordered will leapfrog or bypass those who are above them because they didn't order. Okay? It's a pre-enroll option. The company is going to be sending out a couple of emails a week to people who just pre-enroll, even if they don't order. But my goal is to have everybody pre-enroll and immediately go right back in and place their order. And that's so that they have an ID in place and a position in place just in case they have to go through, maybe their credit card didn't work or something happened. So the question is, can you be successful in this relentless business? The answer is, yes, you can.